Them deer tracks. They all in here, everywhere. But today I'm gonna go upstream. I've been up in here a little bit, but not a lot. And I think people tend to go the other way. I have seen something moving in them bushes. I have seen a couple of footprints, but we're gonna check this out going towards the source. That's that stuff I was talking about. Got that purple crystal in it sometimes. That one don't. I'm gonna try my best to do this. I'm not gonna say do it right, because I don't really think there is a right and a wrong way. I think if anybody wants to do this, they should do it. Now you see that? That is a big chunk of petrified agatized wood. You can see that running all the way through this right here. Man, I hope y'all don't see that. That joker's heavy. I'm gonna rinse it off. I hadn't learned to. I'm looking over the camera, but there's all kind of stuff in that, and I'm going to explore. I'm going to take that joker to the shop, and I'm going to cut it open. If I get a chance this week. Last week I kind of had a weird experience at the shop. Gotta check that out this week. You know, sometimes when you're a nice person and you got good manners, there's people out in the world that will take advantage of that and take advantage of you. And then when you decide to say something, somehow you turn into the bad person. So I've learned to try to keep my mouth shut and just let things be what they are. But when you notice somebody that's taking advantage of you because you're nice, I don't know how to hold that joke where y'all can see it. You got to just let them know. It's like, you know, I can't let you treat me like that. I don't know what we're going to do, how we're going to fix it, but you can't treat me that way. And then see where it takes you. Because as long as you let people run over you, take advantage of you, and talk any old way to you, it don't get better. It gets worse. And if it means ending a new, what I thought was a friendship, but I'd never talk to my friends the way I'm being talked to sometimes. And I don't want to start out on the wrong foot and let somebody think that they can speak to me like that. And I'm going to be really nice about it, unless I'm forced not to be. Anyway, this is a great trip. This is a good trip. I'm not thinking about that mess. Look at that. Can't see that in this dark. Hope y'all can see. Look how pretty that is. That is a piece of wood. Don't know why I like wood like I do. No way I'm hauling that joker back. But that is a pretty piece of wood. It's not really that heavy. But I'm looking for... Now that joker was petrified. I might haul it back and then start all over. This is actually my second run. First one I tried to pause it and that joker just turned off. So couldn't add no more to it. And I hadn't done the editing. So take two. Hope y'all can see how beautiful this is. I absolutely love it. I hadn't been out since last week, so I need this. I try not to stress, but I believe it's human nature. That's what keeps us going. A little bit of stress never hurt nobody, because you gotta have a little bad to get the good. If it was always good, you get used to that. You can't never reach the top. Ever. Nobody can, don't matter what you got. And the deer track just amazed me. They coming down here just walking in this just like I am. I guess they're taking a shortcut because I know them jokers ain't looking for rocks. I'm gonna pick it up. Get on up here past where people quit walking. So yeah, you don't want to get in that. I've seen this wall here. You can see there's a line of rocks in it. Looks a little dangerous. I just hope I don't see nothing I like. I'll be up in that joker. I ain't getting in it today. I'm gonna try my best to stay safe. It's a beautiful place. You can see where they got some kind of pipe running through there, heading to the river. Because the river's back over there. I don't even believe it's a mile. This creek runs parallel with it. Drop that joker. I like it when you find a rock that's so nice you start calling it a piece. Now that's a pretty piece. Kind of hard after a nice weekend to get down here and find something. Not a lot of people know this is here. I've been here all my life. Until I watched other people rockhounding, I didn't even know these rocks had stuff in them. Well, look at that. Like somebody been digging in that. Look out these snakes. Drop on me. I don't see nothing worth. Like it's got a lot of iron in it on top of that clay. Well, I'm just gonna stick to the banks for now. I'm ready to find something though. This right here is just a go around. And I think a lot of times people focus on that so much they don't look at that, because they know they got to go over, so they forget. There's stuff right here. Not that I'm seeing it. And you know how it is. It's like when you take somebody fishing where you're catching all these big fish and you get them down there. There ain't nobody catching nothing. I'm gonna do one of these and just show you the stuff that I have found over the last few months. And maybe some of y'all can help me and tell me what I actually have, which is probably just pretty rocks. But that'd be alright too. There's some more of that. That's that stuff that grows them crystals sometimes. I don't even know if y'all can see that. I can't see it. It's just a mess. Oh, that came from a tornado. Knocked down a bunch of trees. And I guess they got down here to where they wouldn't disturb that pipeline right there and cut them out. Not sure how that works. I like it natural, but I do understand you have to have your ways to keep stuff nice and working right. Somebody down here has a bucket mark. I don't know if y'all can see that. My fingers are probably all in this joker. Nope. Somebody down here looking. I imagine they get in here and look all week. Only reason I don't think they do is because I never run into anybody. It is extremely rare to see anybody. But I do come on Mondays. And he got trapped in the hole. Now when I was a kid, I'd sit there and dig that out where them fish down in there could get away. Because I said, don't dig it out right there. Yeah, I see a little water flowing in there. So I don't know how it's doing. But when I was a kid, I used to save a lot of stuff. One time I saved so many frogs that next frog season came around, man, we was overrun with the frogs. Because I'm telling you, I saved thousands of them. I was out there with my bucket getting them frog eggs and moving them to a secure place. I didn't know what I was doing. Boy, we had so many frogs. It was unbelievable. Just, I mean, frogs everywhere. Can you see them blue crystals in that? That's like a gray stone. And I believe they white. And just that gray is shining through them and making it look blue. Because when I shine a torch on it, they glow white. Just completely white. I don't really know up here as good as I know down the creek. So I don't have any good spots or places where I found some good fossilized, it ain't fossilized, petrified wood up here. My biggest piece I found up here. There's some hard stuff trying to get over these down trees. And I hadn't been up here since, well, you know what that means. There is a nest of worms up in that tree. And that's them fertilizing the ground. one of them rocks. Oh, let's see what that is. That's pretty. I think it's just the feeling of it. When you feel that smooth texture, then you see a little bit of color, some lines. It's got something. It's heavy. Well, there's my first pretty one. Look at there. Man, I hope y'all can see that. That's the first time I've ever found one on camera. See them lines? Look at there. I knew I'd find something. People been walking all around that choker. Nobody's seen it. It was waiting on me. That is a pretty one. Let me rinse that sucker off. That's what I'm talking about. See, I might have a rock full of yards. Yard full of rocks. If I was finding stuff like this all the time, I got to find myself in here. Man, that's pretty. I think the prettiest side was sticking up. If y'all can see them lines and everything. I'm gonna keep that one. Alright. Made a little dent. Progress. Now where did I find that? Usually, went around that. There it is. Usually when I find one, if I look close, there's usually another one right around it. But not when you say it. Somehow you can, that brain will jump right on that joker. Out of all these rocks, you can spot you something. I believe that's some kind of crystal. Well, that's a pretty one. That joker's red. You see how pretty that is? I'm gonna get it wet. I have polished up some of these too. Not sure what it is, but it's got these beautiful stripes in it. And when you polish it, mark my spot. When you polish it, you can see right through it. Back over here. See them lines in it? Usually them lines are skin. That right there is like it's a heavy little rock. And it's just got a good color. And then there's that red one. You can see, yeah, they glow through. I don't know if y'all can see that, because I can't. I'll keep that one. It's supposed to be 105 today. And that's out in the regular world. No telling how hot it's going to be down in this creek. And you can see a big old piece of crystal on top of that. It's like a big, nice chunk. I got so much of that. When I first got down here, man, I'm telling you what, I didn't have a backpack, a bucket, or nothing. I had on my shorts, and man, my pockets were so full I couldn't keep my shorts up. So I was holding my shorts, walking around, and could not quit looking. Not sure what that is. To me, that looks like something that was once inside of host rock, and the host rock was just so soft it went away, and that's what you got left. Watching Michigan rocks really helped me learn how to throw stuff down. Really did. It's a nice group of people out there, man. You can ask questions and they'll come back, answer you, have a talk with you. And for some reason, when you first start doing this, to me, Katie did is famous, and Theo. So for them to say something to me, it's like, oh wee, you know, you get all excited. I still do. Katie did come on my video yesterday that I did last week. Man, you'd have thought I was 5 years old. I jumped up off the couch and run in that back of the house and had to show my mother. Look at there. Katie did done got on my video. I mean, you couldn't have done nothing better for me yesterday than that. That made me feel so good and got so excited. So you got to be careful in these little spots right here. But I mean to tell you, man, I was excited. That there's something. It's got some pretty color. Mess with that joker. He'll eat you up. Let me see. Sometimes there's a reason you ain't up in the area. I guess that's petrified wood. Just gets so damaged sometimes you can't tell. Especially when you've been calling it a rock all your life. We got an Air Force base not too far from here. So that's what you hear. Big old ship. God bless America. We need it. Still glad to be here. I don't understand why people throw their trash down in here. I have days where I'm gonna come down here and just get me a bag, clean up what I can clean up. Now, something about that old trash. I love finding an old bottle. Most of the time it's just the bottom of it, but still. Uh-oh. Said last time I was finding that mica for the junior club. I don't know if I can get that to shine on here or not. That rock is full of nice pieces of mica. Cleaned up, it'd be something. I'm not sure if I'm holding that right. If y'all can see that sparkle or not. It is what it is. I don't believe I'm gonna haul that one. They're beautiful. I've been seeing it all my life. And I have found them in crystals and just regular old rocks. Since I started hunting them for the junior club at the Gem and Mineral Club. There's another one. And now that I'm trying to find it, I'm flat finding it. Maybe y'all see that. But I got them a bag full of mica, and I hope they're as excited as I believe they might be. I still hadn't found that big one yet, though. When I was a kid, I could find mica that was big as a quarter inside of that rock. That might be pretty. That's a crazy old ant. Oh, I'm passing it up. I'm gonna get back over here. Found that Jasper last time. Red. And man, it shined up real pretty. I did a short with it. That's some pretty stuff right there. It's just the blackest black inside that white. And then you got some grays in it. But it seems like people just want pretty cabochons. And I just don't know about that. I like to find it. And I think that's where I'm going to go for. I'm going to get out and find it and get it to people that want it. And they can make something beautiful out of it. Have these some rocks from Alabama. Because when I start searching, there ain't a lot going on. Unless, you know how it is, even with mine, I am Alabama, USA 1, 2, 3, 4. And you got to write it that way. One word, Alabama, USA 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you're not going to find me. Alabama just pops up with all their stuff. Because of course, you know, you got to follow the money. But it took me a minute. Somebody couldn't find me yesterday. And then I couldn't find myself without clicking on my profile. So I started trying to figure it out. And it is flat Alabama, USA 1, 2, 3, 4. And I believe that happened just to make that YouTube channel real quick when I was first doing it. It's got some lines in it. I'm gonna have to go under there. A big old wall. Now this used to be hard, so this is coming down, the dirt's come down. That's a raccoon right there. See that? That's a raccoon. He's down in here feeding. See where he walked away. You know, finding a nice rock is like catching a fish. You get it, you see it, and it's gone, and you're looking again. Happens so fast. And then you feel like you ain't done nothing. And you gotta start over. Search continues. I met a person doing this down at the river where I've been fishing all my life. Y'all might know him. He is Alabama gold prospecting, and me being southern like I am, I knew what he's doing, but I just walked up and was like, "What are you doing?" That joker popped up. I'm like, "What?" Yeah, he's down there panning for gold and finding garnets. I didn't know we had no garnet. Now I got to get over this. I don't know if I can do it. I can't go around it no more. I used to go around it. Ain't got nothing to help me. Let me see. Nope, I can't get in there. Getting in there and I ain't going under it. You know what? I'm gonna try that. Oh, here we go. I wouldn't have been able to do that just a month ago. Alright, we did it. Wow. I went under that joker. Now I wish that was a piece of rock, but it ain't. Free. Well, I'm actually proud of that. Getting under a tree. Couldn't do it before. All right. I can walk for miles now. Like I said before, I used to have to stay right there by the car because I did not have the breath to haul all me down in here. And now I've learned to pace myself. A lot better shape. Got to remember to hydrate. That was one of my learning curves right there. As I talked about before. I'm gonna find something. See all this fresh wash. That's all new. There's something in here for me. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna see how long I can push this today. Not myself. This camera and how far it's gonna let me, how much it's gonna let me download. I don't know. I hadn't pushed the envelope. I always think that's interesting. Finding something from the past. That joker was glazed on both sides. And like I said, they got more. They made them bottles. That right there says liquor bottle. Ain't no good ever come from that. There's a tire. Wished I had it in me to get that out. Maybe next year. Get you somebody young down here and bet them. I bet you $20 you can't get that tire out of here and up to that road. They'll do it. I don't know though now. Kids don't act right about money anymore. Used to be able to, man, I'd do anything for $5 when I was a kid. Make me some money. Save it. The kids nowadays look at you crazy when you hand them a 20. It's like, man, better get out there and work for it. And see how you throw that money around. I think it's a shame because when you don't appreciate money, you don't realize how much joy you lose in life. You work, you make your money, that makes you proud. You save it, get the things you need, that makes you proud. Pay them bills first. Everybody always thought I made so much money, and they didn't realize they was making more money than me. I was just paying my bills. So when I ran out of money, I had that stuff they call credit. As long as you pay your bills, you can use it. I got my first job at my junior high school, my real one. I started my little business when I was about 10. The boy up the street had $100, and I had never seen so much money in my life. And I said, how did you do that? I said, I mow grass. Buddy, I went home, and I begged my mama for 2 days, get me a lawnmower. I need it. I'm gonna make us a bunch of money. And man, I did. I got out there because I was a big old boy, so nobody knew I was 9. I was tall. As long as I kept my mouth shut, they didn't know how old I was. But they get a lot of work out of me. Back then, you get $5 for cutting a big old yard. I'd do it all day. Come home and give my mama the money. Somebody forgot it. Subway. Oh, I don't know if I can say that or not. I don't know. I can't leave it out. Don't know the rules yet, y'all. But it's more that clay that tricks me every time. I thought that was a nice piece of wood. It's clay. Ain't nothing. I don't know if people do 20-minute or 30-minute videos on purpose, or if they just film a whole lot of stuff. Y'all see that? Don't know if y'all see how pretty that is. Got all kind of pretty stuff going on. But I don't know if they filming a whole bunch of stuff and editing and just go from fine to fine to fine. Because anybody's ever looked for rocks, they don't jump out like that. You got to look. I had to explain that to my mother with Katie. Because it was like, ooh, look at that agate. Ooh, that's a chunky, chunky, chunky. And she'd find another one, get another one. And my mother's like, man, they got them everywhere. And I was like, yeah, I believe they got them everywhere, but she's not filming straight through. She knows how to edit. That's why she's so good at it and takes you to the rock she just found. She'll take you into where it's clean right there. Like you at the river, then you see that beautiful clean rock, then you're back at the river. I really like that because she can show you exactly what's in it, and she knows how to tell you what it is. She shows you what to look for, and you see things you wouldn't have seen without her pointing it out the way she does. Theo does the same thing. I'm so glad that Theo and Lex is getting married. That was something else. Sit there and watch that boy make that ring and then propose to her during that eclipse. Man, that was just beautiful. I mean, that was beautiful. If y'all hadn't seen that, you need to go look up Theo Kelson. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. And watch that. Because you want to see something sweet. This world's just full of all this mean, nasty stuff, and you find something like that. That young man getting on his knees proposing, pulling out that ring he made himself. Man, that was nice. I guess you could call it romantic. Hadn't seen anything like that in a long time. We loved it. I think we went back and watched that Joker 2 or 3 times. Well, that thing's just a sparkle. I don't know if y'all see that or not. I know everybody talks about how you can't catch them sparkles. I don't even know if I'm holding it right. It looks blurry. I don't know. It's been beat up, but it sure was sparkling. I can't wait to get up into Nashville and all through Tennessee. I've been in them areas growing up, found some beautiful, beautiful stuff up there. Had a couple of invitations to come up, and you better believe I heard it. And I mean, I'm gonna do it too, because I got people up there, but it's like my friends' children. They know me, and I'm Uncle Vernon and all that, but they got their little kids and they got their life going. Ain't nobody got time for me. And I understand, because when I do something like that, it's gonna have to be a, I don't know if y'all see that or not. It looks blurry as all get out to me. There you go. I'm learning. I am learning. I found a real big old piece of petrified wood in here. Oh, that's nice. Look there, somebody's pretty bow got busted up a long time ago, because there ain't a sharp edge on that. That's old. I need to take a drink of water. Get to it. Boy, I couldn't imagine being a kid and having something like this close to me. You'd have had to drag me out of here. We had a little creek but we had about 2 acres of woods. We called it Chestnut Trails. And man, did we have a good time in them woods. It kept us out of trouble. Making forts and lifetime memories. Wouldn't trade it for the world. People say, oh, all this bad stuff's happened. Well, I just tell you what, bad stuff happens to everybody. You got to get over it best you can and live. I don't know why I like that though. It looks just like cabochon. There's a raw stone. Don't quite know what that is, but I find stuff like that all the time, and it feels like it's something. Might be Native American. Not absolutely sure about that though, but I keep them. I like them. See if y'all see this. Yeah. It's just something else how fast that time goes by doing this. I had no idea I've done went almost 47 minutes. And to tell the truth, did 20 minutes before that and turned that joker off and it was gone. Wasn't no coming back on. And I can't do no edit, so I just deleted it, started over. Something in there. I think a lot of times animals know if you're aggressive. And I am not aggressive. Yeah, there's definitely something in there. I hear it. Look at that beautiful butterfly. I don't know if you can see that or not. See if I can do that. I can't see nothing. That butterfly is black and blue. There he is. Oh, pretty white bastard. There he is. There he is. Man, that's pretty. Showing off for us. Go look over here. Oh, it's that crazy play again. stuff. There, how pretty that is. I forget about it. You find that and you realize that joker's nice. And I don't quite know what this stuff is. It's kind of blue. And you see some fortification lines and they're darker blue. But I don't quite know what to call it. Except for I'm ready for one of them nice ones. Y'all just sit back, get you some coffee or some tea, and you can go walking on the creek with me. I don't know if you see that. That is something with something. Something with something. Tell you what, there's been many times where I'm watching online and it's like, what's that? Oh, yeah, that's a rock. Because I don't have any idea. But I can see how people do learn, because everybody has a good way of explaining and showing and letting you know why this is what it is and how it's formed. That's what I was talking about. Looks like a biscuit with black butter. I'm gonna keep that. Cause that black goes all the way through there. Let's see what happens to it tomorrow. There's our military. Don't believe people realize how important we got it, how good we got it. Seems like everybody's being taught to not like us. But I ain't doing nothing about that. There's another pipe. Looks a little different. Found me a shortcut up here. But you gotta be careful when you're in these woods. I've always learned how to keep that sun where I know where I'm at. But if I get back in them woods, all them shadows, yeah. Alright, I see it. There's somebody walking a dog. I will sit and make me a prop. And then I know I've been there. Take two big sticks, put them together, turn them up where they stick out. And that way when you're trying to find your way out, you got your breadcrumbs. Just happen to be sticks. Oh, there's an orange one. He didn't come right up on me. Oh, Lord. And I'm telling you, it's every bit of 105 now. Oh, look at that big old swallowtail. If y'all can see that. What is that? That butterfly is about the size of my hand. Just as pretty as it can be. But there's my shortcut. You can go up in that joker and it'll take you right back down to that other pipe. So you can cut that trip in half. Unless you still want to look. And just like last time, it's kind of hard to look with this camera phone in your hand. Just distracting. Nope. Let's get out. Look at them fish. I am sinking. Get up here. I kind of like to stop